Do you have an intro?
Oh, yeah, I have an intro, but it's too long to get up because we're live and we don't go backwards here.
And I'm a hologram. I'm
So,
not
dude-
actually here, right? I'm in my studio back in Denver, and you're here in Florida. And
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Hey.
how the technology is. That's how good it is.
magic. Hi, everybody.
Hey, everyone knows I'm Jeremy Torisk. Welcome to Get Down to Business Live. But this is one of my besties, Carolyn Strauss. And she's also a professional speaker. And
For way more years than I care to count, and way more years than this one.
and way more other things in life too.
Yes.
She's the accomplishments are way too long to list.
So
even on
let's
this live
not.
platform. But today, what she's doing here is being a good daughter. First of all, she came down from Colorado to visit mom to help break the fast from yesterday's holiday.
Yeah, and to celebrate mom's birthday, which is tomorrow. So, I think, look, while I can, so many of my friends have lost their parents. I lost my dad. And now that my mom's still here, any opportunity I can get to come and take care of her.
Well,
Right.
what I did was take advantage of that opportunity, which first of all, I was glad to meet Mama Strauss, and what a doll she is. But I asked Caroline to do me a huge favor. So when
payback is expensive. You just wait.
I believe me. She already has
Someday
some
I'm going
things
to
over my
ask you
head.
for a favor. Someday.
And that day may never come.
But when it does.
So when you get called to the stage, somebody reads an intro. And the last, one of the times, not the last time, but a couple times ago, the microphone was off. So nobody could hear. And the lady was doing such a great job. She was giving it her heart.
They try.
They're mostly volunteers.
Yes.
And no one could hear. And they're going, we can't hear you. Yeah. And then my mic was all the way hot.
Yeah.
The music was hot. So Rick Goodman, Dr. Rick Goodman, by the way, happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Rick. We love you.
And so I said, I know Rick does his own intro, basically. He has somebody, it's canned. The intro of Rick is canned. So you can control the volume, you can control the narrative, you can control everything. And it is accompanied by a kick-ass video. So I said, I have a professional MC voiceover person coming to South Florida to visit mom, which is 20 minutes from me. And she's coming to the Florida chapter of the National Speaker Association meeting tomorrow with the FSA. And I said, could you do me a favor? Could you come here and do my introduction? We'll make the video. Chuck Gallagher has actually helping me with the video.
He's amazing.
We'll do a voiceover.
Yep.
And now I can control all those narratives and I can be a little Ricky.
So please welcome to the stage your speaker, Jeremy Torres.
Yay.
That's it.
There's bacon here. I think they can hear
There's applause somewhere.
Maybe.
Okay,
I don't know.
good.
So my Aunt Kathy is listening. Hey, Kate and Kevin Thatcher, the best title guy he's the title king, as a matter of fact.
He's the title king?
The title king.
So meaning it's an ocean thing?
He doesn't have a king of title. He is the title king for real estate titles.
Oh, I could not context. There was just no context for that.
Kevin needs a professional. So he has Ice-T introducing him. And I've got Carolyn Strauss. And I think I'll take Carolyn over Ice-T, although Ice-T did a hell of a job introducing
Although if you get me a Long Island Ice-T, I'm way better.
Yeah.
Yes.
We got some tequila here, but and some Crown, but we didn't dip into that because we have a really special dinner tonight too. We're doing something really extra special tonight. We're going to meet Carolyn Stein.
Okay.
She started the Florida Speaker Association over 40 years ago. She was one of the first presidents.
She's 43 years old.
Yeah,
she was very, very young when she started.
She's got a lot of so much energy and wisdom. And Jim Barber, who's also been part of the association. We're meeting Bruce Turkel, which is a legend.
Yep.
And Dave Bricker, the story sailor. And we're having dinner at Carolyn's clubhouse for the sole express purpose to help us grow our international speaking business.
Okay, so wait. They're having dinner. I'm crashing the party.
No.
Yes. Yeah, no, I'm crashing. I was not included in this. But being with me for 24 hours a day is a lot. I've learned that recently. In fact, I had a client who told me I was a lot. So
I resemble that comment.
I know you do. That's why we're friends. And I realized that being with me for 24 hours is a lot for my mom. So if I can sneak away for a couple of hours and be with some speaker friends who I completely admire. And I don't think I've ever been with anybody that I couldn't learn something from.
Yeah. So, well, Carolyn really does a good job at sharing anyway, but she's made little folders for us and little packets. It's at her clubhouse in Aventura. So it's going to be a great night, but also being around Bruce and Dave, just, and Jim and people like you.
I'm
It's
just bringing
such
the
a
little
really
bit of extra
weird,
estrogen.
yeah.
Me and
That's,
Carolyn, we got it.
yeah.
Just a little
It's
extra
been a
estrogen
minute
to the
since
party.
Carolyn. She's, yeah.
Hey. Hey.
The other Carolyn. Oh, I got a jab testosterone into my ass. I know the feeling every week. So it goes around.
That is way TMI.
That's what this show's all about, right?
Okay.
Get down to all the business.
Wow. Testosterone. Okay.
It's the it's the good stuff. So anywho, let's talk about you for a second. What you did for me today is just priceless, and I appreciate the friendship. But this is what you do for a living.
So I've been an actor my whole life. I mean, I'm a member of the Screen Actors Guild, so don't tell anybody I did this non-union. And yeah, yeah, I love that. I love that in Long Island iced teas. That'll be perfect. Yeah, so I've been an actor my whole life. I spent 18 years doing live television, and I don't know many other people, even in the National Speakers Association, who can say that they did 6 or 7 hours of live television every 3 weeks. I mean, non-scripted live television to get people to want to come play. So that's one of the things that I love to do, is to connect to people and get them to want to come play.
Right. And how do you
So I
tap
want
into
people
that? Where is that just the energy comes from when you show up and you start looking at what we have in front of you? And
yeah, we took the script and just changed it around a little bit. I mean, because it was brilliant. It was already really
curb
good.
your enthusiasm with it. It's got an outline.
Right.
And then they say go.
So I think it's knowing what the intention is behind it. It's thinking always about what is the experience for the end user? What does the audience need to hear? What do I, if I'm an audience member and I'm listening to an introduction of a speaker that I'm about to hear, what do I need to know about them, what I want to know about them, and what's the feeling that they want me to have about them? So when I was doing your intros just now, you are so high energy and so overpowering sometimes that I wanted to give you an introduction that you didn't have to pull the energy of the room back up. I wanted it to already be there for you.
Yeah.
And do you know that people can hear a smile in your voice?
Yes.
People can hear, I know that sounds weird, but like when you're on television or you're doing a podcast or you're doing a radio interview or a video interview or any of this kind of stuff, people can actually, I mean, listen to me say, please welcome to the stage, Jeremy Torisk, or please welcome to the stage, Jeremy Torisk.
And now I'm smiling bigger.
It is the same words, but people can actually hear your face. That's why animation actors make so much money.
Yes.
Think about it. That's why they get professional actors to do animation, because you actually have to have the emotion in order to have it come through your voice.
Yes. My friend Ryan Mitten is right down the street at the West, and he manages a lot of hotels. And he wrote a book, and he's a speaker. It's called Thanks for Coming In. And it's all about customer service. And I told him a story when I was really, I was a pup, maybe 16 years old or 17. I was working security at a hotel because
working security. I can't imagine it.
Keeping homeless men out the parking lot overnight. And the manager offered me a desk job. And he kept saying, you need to put a smile in your voice. You need to keep putting a smile. And I was just too young and dumb to understand what that meant. And I was like, hi, Marina Park Hotel. And he's like, get to the parking lot. You're better out there.
Yeah.
Get in where you fit in, right? But I always remembered that. And then later, of course, when I learned more about inflection and emotion and having all these things, it really does make a difference.
I love when you say emotion and you roll your eyes. That's funny, Jeremy. That's cute. That's fun. No,
some people say I wear my heart on my sleeve.
You do.
Yeah.
That's one of the things I've noticed about you. That's why we're friends.
You know where you stand with me. I promise.
Yes. You do. Don't get on the backside of this one. It would be a really bad idea.
The good thing about that is I have a memory of a goldfish. Within a minute, I forgot. And we're starting over again. I really don't hold grudges.
You forgot to put the introduction in this. You forgot to play your intro music for this live thing. And by the way, your friend Kevin wants a professional voiceover intro.
He doesn't. That's what he has 7 books now. He's just released his 7th book, Operation Management Gosh,
Ooh.
maybe. Anyway, it's an ode to his Marine who helped him get in shape. Marine fitness guy.
Yep.
I forgot his name too. God darn it. I'm sorry, Kevin. I'm sorry, Mr.
Hey,
Marine.
Kevin, seriously, do me a favor right now. If you want to, text the introduction that you want to Jeremy's phone. And before I leave, I'll record it for you.
We'll do you.
Seriously, before I leave the studio right now, I will record that for you. And if you want to use it.
So Kevin, you know how I know Kevin?
How?
When I was down and out 13 years ago when I lost my business, and I was basically homeless for the second time, living in my ex-mother-in-law's apartment that she was selling in a retirement community. I had to be silent with the kids so that old biddies wouldn't hear us. I joined a BNI that was just opening. I was actually the healthcare provider, the health insurance guy, because I just had to get a license. I just started slinging paper. Kevin started that chapter in Coral Springs. We were he was our mentor, our chapter mentor. They voted me president somehow. And he was my mentor, and we've been friends ever since. So like 13, 14 years. Oh. And I just took over the president of this BNI chapter, Business Warriors. And Kevin was the outgoing president. So we're still kind of in this orbit of helping each other succeed in our businesses and our families.
So I love that you're president of all these organizations. I don't know where you find the time to do that. No,
easy, just don't sleep.
Right. And I like, I'm telling you, I am a golden retriever. So I have a golden retriever, but if I were a dog, I'd be a golden retriever. Pet me, feed me, walk me, play with me, and let me nap. Right. No. That's all I need. That's all I need really to be happy, as long as the food's good. So, but I'm looking at that, and it is all about who you surround yourself with. I think life is literally about your sphere of influence. And I've been thinking about the 5 people, right? They say that look at your 5 closest friends, and you are probably the average of your 5 closest friends. So clearly my friends are gorgeous.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
And really funny.
And that's why I married my best friend.
Oh my God. And
that one friend,
I
mean,
I love Chrissy. Hi, Chrissy. I miss you here, honey.
And she knows what I tell the story too, kind of publicly, but it's like, anybody could be poor by themselves. And it's better to be lonely than miserable. And it's both of our second marriages. So we went into this thing knowing we got X amount of time left. It's time to get down to business. So we knew going into this, we were not business partners. We're everything, but we are all about business. We talk 90% of our discussions about our businesses, what we're doing in our business, who we're doing, what we're doing next, where we're going with our businesses. It's all, that's our life. Yeah. But we both love our businesses, and our businesses are both surrounded by helping people.
Yes.
That's what we do. Business coach. She's a mortgage.
Real estate broker. Every business at the core about helping people?
No.
Or making business better? No. Think about it though. Yeah, everything. If somebody creates a product,
theoretically,
it's because they feel like it's going to make somebody's life better. If somebody opens a restaurant, it's going to make somebody's life better. If somebody is a coach.
But that's theoretical. If the people open it for the express intent to make money or to get rich, then it spoils it. And so many people are in business to make money, not to help other people.
To make money at the expense of other people, then I think there's something wrong with it. But I think money is good. I am a huge fan of money. Bring it on. We love it.
But help more, Bob Berg. Help more people.
That's right. And that's right. The more people you help. And hi, Bob Berg, if you get a chance to look at this. Hi, honey.
We're going to call him next.
Are we? Okay.
And guilt him about coming Saturday.
Okay, we'll get him to come.
This Saturday is a big day. It's
my gosh.
Our monthly FSA meeting. And anyone who's listening to this, you're going to want to hear this. First of all, Randy Gage is coming, which is, I'm telling everyone to bring your own seatbelt. Even if you're on Zoom, if you attend on Zoom, bring your own seatbelt, because he's going to blow everyone away. But after that, we're having a free Academy open house. So if you've ever wanted to be a professional speaker, if you ever want to speak professionally in your industry, which means you're going to speak to a board or to a group of people, this might just be for you. It's an hour and a half. It's free. We're going to talk about how we're going to help people become better speakers over the next 8 months. It's an 8-month thing. It's once a month in person or on Zoom. And then the mastermind, another hour or 2 a month. Very, very small threshold to enter. But the Dave Bricker, Laura Bonnage, and Rosemary, Ravenel, they're the biggest and bestest instructors and deans in the academy in NSA, bar none. I mean, I love Carolinas. I'm a Carolinas NSA uh,
Yeah,
product alum.
Yes,
I come from
yes,
them,
yes.
and I know them all. Peter Ray and Kevin, Dr. Kevin Schneider, these and Larry Long Jr. These are my
Yeah.
boys. But Dave Ricker, Rosemary, and Laura, I've seen them in action because I stay after the meetings and film them for the
Yeah.
people on Zoom. And so if you're interested, it's free. It's from 12:30 to 2. Peter Ray. Know your
Hi,
audience.
Peter.
Know your audience.
I love that.
So
That's funny. That's funny.
But yes, and you know why I have to say that too, right, Pete? So if you're interested, 12:30, free to register. Hit me up. I'll send you the link. And yeah, I'd love to see it.
So what I think, it's funny. People think they can be a professional speaker because they can talk. It's a business. Actually, the business of being a professional speaker is getting the gigs. And then the speaking part is the fun payoff.
Yeah.
But the business of speaking is getting the next speaking gig. For me, I'm a professional MC. That's one of the things. In fact, COVID actually switched me more to MCing than even keynoting because so many conferences had to go from on stage to online, and then they've created this hybrid thing like you're doing on Saturday. So because being on camera and
You mean on camera? Like,
thank you, being on camera and being on stage are two different skill sets. And because I spent 18 years doing live television on the Home Shopping Network and then spent, 30 years on stage as a speaker and as a fashion show commentator, the skill sets totally blended.
Yeah.
So if you know anybody out there who's running a meeting, either hybrid or now back in person, and needs a professional MC, and by the way, my sweet spot for that, we were talking about sweet spots for business. And I love your new one, by the way. I think it's going to be very exciting. But for me, it's medical and biotech and technical conferences where the speakers tend to be way more technical.
And I actually a future in medical bio meetings in this country.
You think?
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
There's a lot of interest in that field, I guess.
Yeah. And the challenge is so many of the speakers, they're so smart. Sorry. They're
Too
so
smart, right?
Okay. So I actually then created a part of my business. I have a website now called Wicked Smart People. Because people who are too smart for their own good and they don't know which part of their message to communicate to which audience. So what I do is I work with the speakers beforehand to say, okay, what is the point that you're trying to make and what action do you want your audience to take afterwards? If this is just information or just technology or just medical stuff, great. Then we'll deliver it that way. But if you want them to actually either invest in the company or partner with your company, you've got to attack it in a different way.
Yes.
So I love this. I mean, that is really happy for me. And then when I speak on team building and execution.
And it's great. And you're so engaging.
Oh, thanks.
So I was with Dr. Kevin Schneider on a Toastmasters. We do speaking professionally Toastmasters. And I was in a Starbucks parking lot, and the meeting was at noon on Tuesday. And I get on, and I'm in my car, and they're like, "What are you doing in your car?" And I'm like, "Well, I'm speaking." When are you speaking? Well, speaking right after this meeting. I'm next door to the hotel, and they're like, Kevin says, "Dude, how can you be on this meeting, just talking to us about whatever, and then walk into a hotel and do an hour speech? I need to get in the state. I need to be in that hotel. I need to feel the energy. I need to." And I go, that's how we're different, and a lot of people need to do that. But that's what this academy does. Listen, Dr. Kevin Schneider has spoken in every state and in a whole bunch of countries. And you have to scroll 3 times like Wheel of Fortune to see all the companies he's worked with. He has his process.
Yeah.
But the academy, I just not been around that long. So I don't know enough to be nervous.
That's funny.
And I'm like slurping on a coffee.
And if you know your stuff and you know what you want them to walk away with, and you know who the audience is and why they're going to be better off having hired you.
Yeah.
It's sort of like future pacing. You look at, okay, so in 2 hours, how are they going to be better off than they are right now? And if you can actually define that, then you don't have to worry about it because you've got it for them.
Yeah. Yeah. And it was in fairness, this wasn't 1,000 people in an auditorium. It was 16 people in a room. They were really high caliber people that I needed to impress, because these are the future leaders of the Florida real estate market. This was the Florida Association Leadership Program graduation. And you know what they say? Nobody needs a speaker until they need a speaker.
That's right.
Someone canceled and they thought of me.
I love that.
So that's the other thing too. I only had 5 days to,
I got an email today for a program in Colorado on the 26th of October. I'm already booked in New York on the 25th. There's a possible way I can be back, but I'm like, okay,
and how
yay, who canceled? Usually it's, 3 months, 6 months, a year. I've got stuff booked a year out. I mean, I'm booked next October.
Yeah.
But this was, but I sent a note to the meeting planner and I said, I love that you thought of me for this. Thank you. If I were going to be anywhere near Colorado, I would do this. Yes, please. And keep them coming, please. And I wrote, please keep the opportunities coming.
Yes.
Keep your eyes out for me. If I can help you and serve you, please ask me. And people are like, they get insulted when they're asked last minute. Hey, bring it. I'll take it. Any of y'all who are speakers out there who can't make it, if it's free on my calendar, I'll come do it for you. Oh, and I want to say something else. For any of our speaker friends in Western Florida who've had tragedy from Ian and are struggling, if you have a gig that you can't make and I can help, or I'm going to make this offer for you too, Jeremy, or Jeremy can help, just ask us and the money is yours and we'll do the gig.
I would do. That's a great thing.
In a heartbeat.
Hold on. I lost my my stream deck, so it's not that fast anymore. But yes, that's a good one. Fireworks for that. If you live in the Southwest or were affected by this hurricane,
that's right,
and you have a gig, bam,
there it is.
That's money. Thank you. You know who loves that? This guy.
There you are.
I'm not used to it, but that's a good idea, and I'm totally in on that. Of course, you could always write my name on that check. So we would do that and then give all the money to your family.
Yeah, it's yours.
So
it's yours. We'll do
I can't say what we would do to your reputation, but at least we got out of your checkbook a little bit for now.
Yeah, we'll take care of your clients. You, on the other hand, we'll figure it out.
So we have probably should end this thing. When we sat down. Well, we have places to go, people to see.
Yeah, I'm crashing a dinner. I forgot.
Yes, well, we got permission, and Carolyn was thrilled that you were coming. That's such a nice answer. At least she's not telling me how handsome I am today. Thanks, Kate. She's such the supportive aunt. So we're gonna wrap this up, and we will see you next week. I'll see you next week. Anyway, Carolyn will not, but thank you for coming today with me on this journey.
Thank you for inviting me to the international headquarters of Atlantic Business Coaching.
Studios.
It is the Get To Studio. We get to do this. This is awesome. And I just love hanging out with you. I'm excited to see everybody who's coming to the Florida speakers meeting on Saturday. I will be there and be quiet if that's possible. Well, probably not. You'll have some
good insights.
Yeah. I've been doing this for a really long time, you guys. I am a CSP, which is a certified speaking professional, which means that I do this professionally and for a living.
For a long time.
And for a really, really long time, given that I'm at least 49 years old. So that I just had a birthday and I am at least 49. And anyway, this is super fun.
How do they get a hold of you?
Carolyn at carolynstrauss.com. Or if you're here on LinkedIn with us, look up Carolyn Strauss. I am right there and you can always find me. Please reach out and
me too.
Say hi. And and Jeremy has all my personal numbers, which we need to, figure out.
Oh, you're gonna you may hear Carolyn on my voicemail in the coming days because I think I might swap it over. Although I do like my sweet Chuck Gallagher message.
Your sweet message.
My sweet Chuck Gallagher message.
You can change them out.
That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna save but I'm gonna throw you on there because again, you got to take advantage of these opportunities if someone wants to do something nice for you. I used to be a blessing blocker, and that's when you stopped asking for help and blocking others. So I thank you for asking for help, and you were like, I'm down.
Yeah.
I'm totally down. So thank you for that.
And Kevin, let me do a voiceover for you. Send us the text. Yeah, seriously, we've got 10 minutes before we have to go.
All right, everybody. Ciao.
Bye.
Ciao for now.